Hip Hop Zone Radio. This is your man, Bless the Party Sparker. What's hood? You know what it is, y'all. Power357radio.com. That's right. This is No Man Mondays. We having a little bit of an ill discussion right now. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about the slap heard around the world.
Yo, let me touch on it. Oh, go ahead. I'm ready.
We weren't talking about whether it was right or wrong, because, you know what I'm saying, I think a lot of people might agree that it was wrong, but, you know, we were talking about really Jada's part in this, but
of course,
go ahead, Di, you had something that you had to speak about?
Yeah, I want to add on to this real quick with a different level of this too, and that is really we sitting here talking about two house niggas. We talking about two niggas that white America has accepted into their folds thoroughly, right? And now you got these two niggas acting up. They just made every black man in America look suspect, yo.
That's my point.
Because they look, the rest of the world is looking at them like, oh, they're supposed to be the best of them.
They're supposed to be the good ones. They're supposed to be the good ones, and look how they acted.
Yep.
They just greenlit white America to put us on the shit show front and center stage all day. That's my issue with it. Like I said, I whatever. Like, I'm sticking by my guns, B. I don't see nothing wrong with what homie did, but
I don't know. Can you really say Chris
nigga,
Rock was?
Yes, nigga.
I don't think he did nothing wrong either, bro. I swear I don't think he did nothing. I give a fuck, but I'm just saying, like, I don't think he did nothing wrong, man.
Like I said, when you married and you say to have and to hold and all of that, you got to hold that person down. She gave him that look, like, I can't handle this, you do it. The same way, if a chick would have disrespected Will, he could have gave her that look and she would have had to get bucked. You won. You won when you married like that. As long as you won. So if you got to handle my light work for you and I got to handle yours, that's just what's got to happen. And that's what he did last night. Regardless if he thought it was funny at first.
And what y'all think about this? Because I gotta disagree. I gotta disagree. But go ahead.
That's another narrative, though, because if Will Smith saw it to be funny, then what was the sudden change?
His wife
triggered the sudden change. His wife.
But we ain't see that camera like that now, bro. We saw him smiling when he first initially said it. We saw her face in the camera leaving, and you see him walking up. Like baby girl said, we don't know what the hell was said, what was going on. At the end of the day, the man made a choice, bro. He made a choice to handle his business. And that's all.
Let me hear. Go ahead, Courtney. Let me hear what you got to say.
Well,
you want to say something?
What I wanted to say initially, that the situation for me was about Will and not about Jada. I know that she rolled her eyes, but you can make that face all you want, honey. But I still think that it was about Will's ego that got him out of his chair. And he was like, let me show you guys how strong I am. I think that a man who's honoring and defending his wife would do it with honor. And he didn't do it with honor.
If he was defending his wife,
Dice. Hold on. Elson, hold on. Go ahead, Courtney.
Yeah, so that's what
I'm sorry, not that Courtney, the other Courtney.
You gonna say something?
Cortez Hayes. What up, homie?
What's that? Now, I agree with Smith. I mean, I don't think he did anything out of pocket. If you're married to your wife and she feels disrespected, you're gonna handle it accordingly.
And this is the point that Courtney said that maybe look at it a different way. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Let him say
so, I mean, it's just like if your wife looks at you and you can tell that your wife is hurt or embarrassed, and it's up to you to protect your wife. There's no rules of engagement on how you should handle it afterwards, because he wasn't worried about disrespecting her. He wasn't worried about embarrassing her when he made the joke and they put her up on the screen and everybody's looking at it. So when it comes to you handling it, there's really no rules to how you take care of it. You can't say, oh, well, you should have handled it this way after someone disrespected you.
Now, let me ask you, Courtney.
How's it disrespectful? That's just like if your wife had cancer and I decided to make a cancer joke and now her feelings is hurt, you're going to do something about it, right?
Yeah, console your wife.
What was your intent? See,
What do you
there
mean?
go
What was
with
my
that.
intent?
What was your intent? Now I jump up.
Embarrassing.
I jump up.
I look at it like this way. I feel like Will Smith felt that his wife was embarrassed, so he got up there and embarrassed Chris Rock.
That's right. All day.
Right.
Exactly what he did.
Yep, that's
You,
right.
did it on the
you embarrass
national
my wife
level.
publicly, I'm gonna embarrass you
National
publicly.
stage.
Yeah,
That's it.
because he could have said, "Oh, I'm gonna wait till he gets off camera and talk to him behind scenes," but we wouldn't have seen that. And then it would have just looked like his wife was being embarrassed and Will Smith didn't do nothing about it.
So let me ask y'all this. Because, like I said earlier, and I appreciate you getting on, bro. You know what I mean? Because we hear too much from the other one. Shout out to Amanda. What up, cuz? Yo, but what I'm saying is this. Check it out. There really was no diss in the joke. Now, if there had been a diss in the joke, I would be all day like, yo, I understand. There's
What
no
was the
diss in the
intent?
joke. I understand, like, oh, well, it's
How?
your perspective and blah, blah, blah. But
But,
what I'm
okay.
saying is, hear me out. It's like this. You, as a comedian, Will Smith is a comedian. He's an MC. He's an entertainer. He knows this shit. There's a lot of ways you could come at somebody. For somebody to say what Chris Rock said, let's get it all out. He said, G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see you in it. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say, your wife said, looked like some shaved monkey nuts. There's no,
But look,
you know what I'm saying?
Bro,
look
that's
at
what
this.
Will Smith
That's
I
not-
did.
can see if he said something, but he didn't say that. He
But
said, go ahead.
But it wasn't his first time going at Jada either. Last time he hosted the awards, he went at her too.
Oh, and that's what I was going to say before. He said,
So
this.
maybe this was the time where he was like, okay, this is the straw that broke the camel's back.
He didn't even then, he didn't diss Jada. He told Jada basically like you boycotting the Oscars, you weren't invited. That's not a diss, it's the fact.
So bless.
Like,
So
yo,
bless.
seriously,
You go.
come
So
on,
bless.
man.
You go to the award show, right? Bless. And Chris
Yes.
Rock say, "Oh, bless. Shock G Humpty Hump biography coming out soon. Can't wait to see you in it." And he's talking about your nose and your light skin. You ain't gonna be offended by it?
Why you gotta talk about my nose?
Yo, has everybody just considered that perhaps that's just who Will Smith is? That's who Will Smith is, bro.
And
Real
that's what I'm
talk.
saying. And that's what I'm saying. So okay, I understand. You're talking about a shot at me, so that's a little different than coming at someone you love. So I understand it's a little bit heightened.
He said that though. He said, you gotta remember, I love my family. Y'all forgetting his speech. Listen to his speech, and he basically apologized. He didn't apologize to Rock.
He didn't.
Because his whole thing was,
He didn't.
and here's the thing you gotta remember. It's not, listen, I have a bald head, I shave my head. She don't got that whole ability to say, I'ma shave my head. That was the subliminal. You're
Right.
talking about a woman's condition, a medical condition that she can't control, and you want to make fun of that. That's
Just
what
like the
that's what
size of blessed
he took.
nose.
No, hold on. This is my only
He
thing.
getting personal with it.
I got a
Nah,
question.
but look,
Who's-
see,
hold on,
bless
wait,
you,
It's
you
the
talking
same
about, yo, it's
thing.
different when it's personal, but him going at his wife, it's the same thing when you won.
Same
He
thing.
taking that comment the same way.
Yo, Doc, let me ask you
and,
this.
and even back to that, go ahead. I'm gonna let you go, Dice. But
I'm gonna ask a
remember,
quick
it's a
question.
comedian.
I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
ask a quick question. Die. Just say you got a wife and she's super sensitive about everything. Do you go and slap every motherfucker that pisses her off when she gets in her feelings?
When she
Oh,
give me
you-
that look, you goddamn right.
Go
So
to
every
war.
time, get the fuck
Every
out of
time.
here.
Word is bond.
Get the fuck
Ask
out of
any of
here.
Every time.
ask,
Every
yo,
time,
yo,
bro.
Dice, ask any of these niggas that know me on this platform.
Yep.
Ask them. They'll tell you.
Been on vacation with him. Can
Every
tell
time.
you.
Every
But
time.
let me ask
See, the
you:
problem
Is
the
your
problem-
wife super sensitive about everything?
Yeah, but you saying super sensitive. This is a man that came at this. This is a man that's come at his wife a couple of times and he did nothing. But there's
Yes.
a certain point you made it personal when you talked about her condition.
No,
It's
no,
one
no,
thing
no,
talking
no.
about her
No, he
losing
did
weight.
not say about
Let's
the condition.
remember. Let's
Repeat
remember.
what he said.
He didn't talk about a
He
condition.
ain't say
said
nothing
he-
about
Nah,
the
he
condition.
made the
We
joke
got
about her
way
being
off.
bald headed, but the reason she's bald headed is because of her condition. That's not something she can prevent.
We got two of the most famous.
She got alopecia.
Listen, we got two of the most famous rappers living today went to a lyrical war because of subliminals. And no one ever said what they said about each other. It was subliminals. Subliminals about what you do as a person is one thing. But when you're talking about a condition, a medical condition, that she's gone on TV and said, this is what I have an issue with. I'm going through this. Like some star said, you don't know what he does with his wife behind closed doors and how much that affects her.
Bro, and as a public figure, you gotta understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, she put it out there. You know what I'm saying? She has made comments about it. And for him to make comments about it, that's his fucking job.
And yeah, but you know what though?
Understanding that.
But look at his statement though, Bless. He said, "My friends." So how do we know he hasn't had a conversation with his friends? Listen. Diverse is my man, been my friend. That's my brother. At the end of the day, if I know something about his wife, even if it's my job to do certain things you're gonna say you're not gonna say about your friends. That's friends. So remember, before these dudes were Hollywood, white, mainstream Hollywood, they was black Hollywood. These dudes have known each other for what, 30 years? So it's a difference if you're talking about someone you know for 30 years. It's not like they don't know each other. That's what he was saying. I apologize to my friends. That's his brother.
Yo, let's talk about Cat Williams when he stopped hosting all the celebrity roasts because he ain't want to say the shit to the people that he loved, my nigga. He did the same. He stopped hosting that shit because of the material that was written against the people he cared about. He thought that shit was too far. Period. So there's a discretion everywhere, my nigga.
And that speaks to what Di was talking about, because Di was talking about. No, I'm sorry. That's what Courtney was talking
his
about.
Job. Yeah, we got a job.
She made it a point. She made it a point to say, hold on, Rod. Courtney was talking about, yo, these are jokes written by people in order, you know what I'm saying, to push the show along. You know what I mean?
So there's no limit for a comedian, bro, based on who's on the receiving end, bro.
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
And one other thing too.
I honestly feel like no. Check it out. And I feel like this. Check it out. If you go to something where a comedian and you know a comedian is going to be on stage, that's on you. You might be roasted, and you do not have the right to get offended to the point where you then go lay hands on somebody because a comedian roasted you and you're a public figure. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, you don't.
When's the last time you been to a comedy show, bro? Have you been? When's the last time you been? Let's talk about Uptown. Let's talk about Atlanta Uptown, bro. Have you been in there on a weekday?
Yeah, they do that. That's what I'm saying.
Right. But there's been times in that joint where they crossed the line as comedians that got dealt with, bro. That shit happens.
But what I'm saying is, check it out. This is where we're talking about, and I'm gonna allow Di to go. That should not happen on this venue, on this stage. You gotta control yourself.
Yo,
go ahead, Di.
Here, I'm gonna let my wife speak on this, and you know I don't never do this, but I'm gonna let my wife speak on it for you. There you go.
Please do.
Hi, y'all.
First, tell us your name, but then you can go in. I know you Di's wife.
My name is Mrs. Di Grover.
There you go.
There you go. That's what's up.
So, all right, let me weigh in on this. First of all, I think that a Black woman's hair should never be addressed. It just shouldn't. It's not something that should be talked about unless you're complimenting it. It's not something that should be discussed, period. But the fact that she has a problem, that she has alopecia, that's like somebody making fun of someone with an affliction. That's what he did. And that's wrong. Period.
And Will's response?
And Will's response was accurate. It's what it should have been. I mean, he saw his wife in pain and he addressed it. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. First of all, Black women are the most unprotected women in the world. Black women are the most unprotected. And
While
the
we
fact
got
that
you
he
on,
went to that length to protect his wife is admirable.
I want to address you because you said something, and I appreciate you speaking. But this is from the same perspective that we've seen a lot of tweets, a lot of people speaking on social media. Oh, he should have done this. He was great for doing that, defending his wife's honor. You know what I'm saying? Did she ever defend his honor?
You don't know that.
You don't know that.
You don't know that.
No. Hold. We know
That's an
that. We know that because we've seen that. She's never defended his honor. Let's speak
At least
on
not
that.
publicly.
Let's speak on that. You know what I'm saying? Because this man is now coming into question at the greatest moment of his life for defending her honor. But let's talk on the fact that on your platform, you're talking about fucking August Alsina.
With him there.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. Did I go too far with
With him
that?
there.
Yeah, because we're going off topic here.
He was there, bro.
That's
He
not
was
off
there.
topic. Hold
Yeah,
on,
that is off topic.
Elson, hold on, brother. I want everybody to
Very
understand what we're
relevant.
talking about. I want everybody to understand what we're talking about. We're not off topic. We extremely on topic because Nala asked, "Are we talking about defending someone's honor or who we're defending?" And I said, we're talking about both. So in that respect, we're talking about both. You're defending this woman's honor. Has this woman ever defended your honor? We got 10 minutes to go. Let's go.
Yes. Have you
No.
watched every Red Table Talk? I doubt that very much because I have watched. She explained about their relationship. She explained the love that she has for Will. And so if that's, and in that conversation, she does defend their relationship and him at some point. But the thing about it is,
That's not the same.
That's not the same.
it is
That's
the
not
same
the
thing because
same.
it's in front of a large audience and she's talking about it. He defend
Talking about
her.
it and putting
So the
hands
way
on
she
somebody.
defends
Hold on,
her,
bro, Pete. Hey, bro, Pete,
no,
hold on.
the-
Go ahead.
the way she defends Will is going to be in her own way, and the way Will defends her is going to be on his way. So whatever his own actions or how he does it is because it's based off of how he wanted to do it. The same thing with Jada.
Okay. That was said. Now, I disagree, but go ahead. Who else has something to say? Because that was just wrong.
Yeah.
Elson,
I go back.
you
I
on
go.
mute. Go ahead, Di.
No, I'll let Elson go first.
He was on mute. He talking hard on mute.
Come off and give it to you.
Nah. Go ahead.
Still
Go
on
ahead.
mute. He's still on mute.
He's still on mute and he talking hard. I'm gonna let him realize that
right now.
Go ahead. Hey, Mark. Go ahead, Mark.
Hey,
Okay,
I think
go ahead,
the
bro.
only reason why this happened, the only reason why that happened is because Chris Rock is little. If that was like Dwayne Johnson or someone else standing there saying the same
We
thing,
wouldn't be having this
I
conversation.
we wouldn't be having this conversation.
That's what makes Will Smith a bitch. Because he picked the right one to run up on.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not really the conversation, but it is, and I feel you on that.
I disagree with that because I remember being in Vegas growing up, and that dude used to come to Vegas to do shows, and they used to try him because he was doing parents just to understand, and Will used to get busy with anybody, him and Jazzy Joe. So I wouldn't say that, but I will say this: these folk married, bro, and they put they whole lives is on TV to be scrutinized and criticized. They put that information out, whatever. At the end of the day, bro, that's wifey, bro, and she's still rocking with him. He's still rocking with her. So at the end of the day, he did what he did, and that's that. It is what it is.
That's real.
And despite what everybody else say, think, or act or do, they is one of the longest running couples in Hollywood. Period. Black or
bro.
white.
And
Black or white. So how they get
street.
down, what they choose to do, that's on them. And I agree with the female from before, where she was like, "Yo, she do it her way, he do it hers." Now I ain't saying ain't nobody, you know, sugar coating, candy coated, perfect, lovely, beautiful, whatever. But like I said before, you disrespect my wife publicly, I'm gonna disrespect you publicly, and that's it. Whether I find it funny or not, if I look at her and she don't find it funny, then it's a problem. Period.
Facts.
Hey, let me say this real quick, because I'm gonna tell you what I would have did. I wouldn't have fought him. I wouldn't have been mad, but I'm gonna tell you what I would have did. I'd have used that mic and that stage I got and this mouth God gave me, and it would have been the Chris Rock, Will Smith, Jada Pinkett hour and a half. I would have threw away every joke I wrote for everybody else, and I'd have been in his ass.
That's you though, bro.
Look. He wanted to fight me before. He would have wanted to kill me after I got done with him. Now that's what could have happened.
That's real. Because there's no reason for that shit to happen.
I'm with Guy, bro.
No reason for that shit to
bro.
happen.
Because I ride like that, bro. You disrespect, bro. I don't give a fuck where we at.
And
See,
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you, brother. I love you to death, brother. But you're wrong.
And I'm gonna
tell you why you're wrong. And so is you, Courtney.
There's too many brothers that look like us in the grave because of that same mentality.
Hey, bro, but check it out. Check this out, though. This is the thing about
Who makes the rules on being disrespectful, though?
Can't beat everybody.
Say, bro, but a man gonna die on how he feel, his principle, his morals, and his 10 toes, my nigga.
Hey,
so
check it out.
I might be wrong to you, but I'm gonna ride.
My man feeling.
You know what?
Hey, check it out. I gotta say this because Cortez.
Well, let's say it. You keep saying I gotta say this.
Make that point again. Say that again.
I said, who makes the rules on being disrespectful? Like, if you feel disrespected, who says there's certain rules you have to abide by on your reaction? Because you're telling me how I should react to you being disrespectful to me.
You know what? This is a prime example of the older we get, the dumber we get. When we were children, we had a saying that was the smartest saying that you could have ever had in your life.
Sticks and
stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. But look how old you are.
That's based on how you feeling that day. You don't know what I've been dealing with all day, and then you come to be disrespectful. You might just have to deal with whatever I feel like dishing out.
Bro, now we acting like niggas. We're not hearing each other out. Okay? Look at how old we are now, and we get upset like a motherfucker over words.
Over words.
That's right.
Over feelings.
Ready to kill a motherfucker over some words.
Yo, is this wait, am I hearing this from the same dude?
This is the thing. If you ask me, he went about it real disrespectful because he could have balled up his fist and broke his jaw. Instead, he just slapped him with an open palm to let him realize I'm gonna embarrass you since you embarrassed my wife.
Look, man.
He showed a lot of restraint because he gave him one smack and walked back to his seat. He could have fully out, drug him out there on the stage and acted a full nigga on stage, but he didn't.
And Chris Rock could have waited for him outside.
Hey, bro, I heard that sticks and stones too, bro. But guess what, bro? Words have life and death in them, bro. Words are very powerful, my dude. Very powerful. Now, whatever level you, a principle, anybody holds to, whatever moves them, okay, that's just what it is for that person relative to them. But at the end of the day, like we could say all we want. That man felt like he had to ride and he did just that, bro. I don't see nothing wrong with that shit, man. At all. Nothing. He ain't did nothing wrong. Now,
words have never made anybody do anything in history.
And
people do what they want.
And that's the issue. It's like, yo, you decided to go that far because
in the penitentiary, bro.
Whoa, sons. Let me get you down, son. Hey, real quick. I gotta say, it's based off the fact that he was good. His wife had a problem. Then he had a problem.
Attack dog.
After she had a problem, he did not handle it right. And he could have. But feeling juiced up because Shorty got an issue. And this is what we talking about, No Man Monday. Shorty got an issue. You might get killed. You know what I'm saying? What if Chris Rock was that gangster nigga that's waiting for you after the show now?
That's what I'm
talking about. Like, for real. There's no reason for all of that, dog.
Then you shoot the heady and you call it a day. That's what happens.
You said what?
Then you shoot a heady with him and you call it a day.
Or put it like this.
But that don't mean because he's soft, I'm supposed to go light on him. You sound
right. There's consequences to everything, bro. There's consequences to every choice you make. Whether we think a person's right or wrong, bro.
What I'm saying, hold up. What I'm saying is this. If Chris Rock is not playing the bigger person, the shit goes deeper.
Look,
There's
don't
no
talk about
reason-
playing.
there's
Don't
no-
talk about playing the bigger person when you scared. You can't put somebody soft and be like, oh, he's playing the bigger person. No, because if he
Well,
had
how you
heart
know he
and he
was
had some
scared?
size,
How you
because
know
it
he
was all on
scared?
his face. Yo, when Will slapped him, he slapped him all the way back to the Carter, bro, Pete. You could see that. He didn't know what to do. He didn't know what to say. That's how I know he was scared. Because if he wasn't scared, he'd have hooked off.
No,
Period.
Hooked off, bro. Ain't no man gonna slap
I'm gonna
another
say
man
this,
at
and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this. Hold on,
Now
hold
Charlie
on.
Murphy say after the
check it out,
slap,
check it out. Hold
somebody
on,
we
hold
gonna
on.
do, somebody gotta
Let
die.
me get y'all. Let me get y'all. Hold on. Check me out.
Chris could have got his goon.
Hey, Rod said a great point. These are his friends. And you saw it on Chris Rock's face when he made the comment and Will Smith started approaching him. He didn't realize what was going on. It's like, yo, okay, what up? You know what I'm saying? Oh, King Richard, blah, blah, blah. He's still talking like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to just keep it going. He got slapped and did not he's like, yo, what the fuck, dog? And
What just happened?
instead of going where he could have went, he kept it cool.
Professional.
That
You know what I'm
sounds
saying?
good.
Professional.
That sounds good.
ain't
But
scared.
also was it this? That he slept on Will Smith and thought he was the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air still and wasn't going to do nothing when he was approaching him, and then got the taste slapped out of his taste buds and was like, "Whoa, I don't want no parts of this," because that's how it came off to me.
That don't
And
sound
all of
like
that, and
what-
all of that, and all of that sticks and stones thing, bro.
That don't
Pete,
sound like
like
what
I
Rob
said,
was talking about.
let some older white dude call you boy or nigga or something like that, and tell me words don't matter then.
Let me say this real quick.
Hey, real quick, before we go ahead, Dice. You gonna go?
I'm gonna say something real quick.
Power357radio.com. We about to be out, y'all. See, man, bless the party, Sparker. This is No Man Mondays. We are,
and I got a roll.
Shout out to everybody checking us out across the globe. I know it's a heated debate. You gotta get on.
I gotta go. I hate to
understand.
leave, but I got to.
But we out, y'all. Power357radio.com. No Man Mondays. You know what it is, y'all. Power357radio.com. Moving your music around the globe and across the beta, y'all. Peace. Okay, go ahead. My bad.
Well, I just want to say this. For all the ladies out there who agree with this madness, what if Chris Rock was strapped and blew Will's brains out when he walked up there on him? Would all that have been worth it? That's all I want to know. Defending her honor would have been worth it. Yes or no?
That's
Is
a
it
man's
worth
choice, bro. That's a man's choice, bro. If that man go out doing like that,
Yeah, for no reason.
Bro, there's the repercussions to every choice that you make, whether it's good or bad, or whether you think it's right or wrong. So yeah, that could have happened, but that man went out like that. That's what it is. Period, bro. Period. You're looking at the result of a man that made a choice that could have had any ramification. He probably could get his Oscar taken. There's a lot of shit that could go down or whatever, my nigga. But he rolled, bro. And if he good with that, he good with that, bro. Period. That's in any situation. If you're a man 10 toes down for what you want, that's what you want, bro.
I'm saying
so it don't matter.
We are not back in the 15th century. We are not samurais. This so-called code of honor is some bullshit, and we dying over.
Listen, man, there's people
Niggas die over a whole lot less, man. You guys better.
Less, bro. I'd rather die knowing who I am, bro, than die on some shit. Real talk, bro. It's not about.
You're never gonna get out of that mindset.
I gotta see y'all niggas tripping.
For real.
Man. Listen, bro. I don't know. I just relate to that situation because I've been in that situation, not on that scale, but that doesn't happen in the public place where I was trying not to did that shit and had to live with the consequences of it. And I was all right with that because I made a choice, homie. I made a choice to defend. Hey, boy, you ain't finna disrespect me. So that's why I relate to it so much.
Hold on. Check it out. And this is where we were trying to go with the conversation. Yeah, I understand. You feel like, oh, you're not going to disrespect me, bro. But the fact is, dude didn't disrespect you. You feel me? First of all, your wife disrespected you.
And where's all that raw for her?
No, Dice. Let me finish what I'm saying. So your wife disrespected you. The brother made a joke about your wife. You know what I'm saying? Whether or
This is
not
this
she
is yo.
feels,
This is your
whether
disconnect with this shit, blood.
die, hold on, die. I'm saying like this: whether or not she felt like that was a disrespectful remark, you know what I'm saying? You could have handled that shit in a different way. You know what I'm saying? As a man dealing with another man, you feel me? And I understand, yes, you have a certain standard to hold when it comes to your wife, but as your wife, she has a fucking standard to hold as well. You know what I'm saying? So,
Judging.
Yeah, but look, ain't nobody saying that that's not the case. But what we're saying is you can't talk about him smacking homeboy for what he did and then try to circumnavigate and bring the fact in of what, like, you sound crazy. And there's a disconnect there. And it's the same thing I tried to tell you before. Like, yo, the chick got a condition, right? That is the epitome. If you had a child that's on the spectrum and Chris Rock go up there talking about some Water Boy 2, bless, can't wait to see your son in it.
nigga, if that's what I'm saying, check it out. If I'm putting my son out on and my son got movies out and TV shows and about his condition, then motherfucker, you know what? That's what the fuck is going to happen.